This is Mike Azam with the Azam Group at RE/MAX Haven. I'm here to present to you guys 18963 Hilliard in Rocky River. This is a 6-unit multifamily in one of the most desirable neighborhoods in Northeast Ohio. You're in Rocky River and right on the cusp of Lakewood, so a ton of amenities, a lot to do in these two beautiful areas. We're going to get a first-hand look at the full list of renovations completed here in this turnkey multifamily. Interior repairs, exterior repairs, there was no expense spared, which has really helped us get in and maximize rents, subsequently increase cash flow. So one of the biggest pushbacks I get is, Mike, it's close to a highway. Guys, multifamilies like this are intentionally near highways. It is a convenience to have something like this in an area where you can get in and out of the city pretty quickly. I myself, as a property owner, want to be able to have the flexibility to have vendors, leasing agents, property management, contractors, and my tenant base have a convenient commute to their unit. This is something that's going to help maximize my tenant pool. It's also going to help me maximize my vendor list. I myself find it as a major convenience, and it's why most of these multifamilies are going to be close to highways, not just in this area, but many surrounding suburbs in the Cleveland market. Coming from someone that grew up living near an airport, highway access is immensely valuable for a tenant base. We're talking about a tenant base that is typically going to be a little bit more transient in an apartment style setting. We're not really going to see families looking to establish roots. It's going to be a transient tenant, young professional, single occupant, maybe 2 occupants, working remotely, working downtown, want to be able to commute back and forth pretty conveniently and pretty quickly. So having highway access like this is immensely valuable for your long-term investment. So before we go inside and take a look at some of the interior updates, I want to kind of highlight some of the exterior amenities and CapEx upgrades that have been completed over the years. What's great about these is we don't have an intrusive garage, which can typically lead day-to-day maintenance. We have ample parking space with off-street parking, one for each spot, and a guest parking spot. It's hidden in the back, so tenants feel like they have a little bit of privacy, and the grounds aren't that big, so that upkeep and maintenance is going to get out of hand. Let's segue to some of the CapEx upgrades. We have updated electrical, and this includes all of the interior meter bases and electrical panels. This is a $30,000 to $35,000 upgrade alone. I mean, as you can see, this is pretty heavy duty. We have commercial grade, new gutters and downspouts, new exterior door coming into the building. Most of the building has updated vinyl windows, younger HVAC, and that includes central air conditioning for each unit. Let's talk about some of these specifics with the units themselves. There isn't shared heating here. Each unit has their own HVAC, furnace, and central air conditioning. Each unit has their own electrical panel. So there's no shared utility cost in terms of heat, electricity, air conditioning. Tenants are responsible for those bills, and it allows for management of operating expenses. One last valuable trait here is the roof. Most multifamilies are equipped with flat roofs, and flat roofs pose a ton of maintenance issues. Pulling water, drainage, seal coating. It's almost impossible to prevent long-term maintenance with these style roofs. And the cost to cure or repair does get a little exorbitant. Now a pitched roof, which is what this building is equipped with, is much more cost effective. Not only does it look more appealing, but the shingles last longer, the cost to cure is cheaper, and replacement is cut and dry, less expensive, and is going to last almost twice as long. Typically, multifamilies have flat roofs, so it's a huge amenity here that this building has a pitched roof. So let's check out the interior renovations. We're going to be able to take a look at one of the vacant units that we have a tenant ready to move into. Let's take a look. So this is one side of the utility area in the lower level area of the basement. This is where the furnaces, hot water tanks, electrical panels, and laundry is equipped for the building and for the tenants. Each of the units gets their own storage locker and use of the coin-operated washer-dryer. Coin-operated washer-dryer helps in terms of offsetting some of the expenses of the water sewer bill. Let's talk about the lack of a boiler here. So as I mentioned, each unit is equipped with its own HVAC, so its own furnace, its own central air unit, even its own hot water tank. Now, why is it important to have separate HVAC? Guys, boilers are expensive. Not only from a heating standpoint, an owner having to cover those costs, but from a maintenance standpoint, you have plumbing running around the entire building, valves running around the entire building, You have an archaic heating system that most people don't even know how to operate anymore. Boilers themselves are exceptionally expensive. So if I can avoid all of that and have a standard, updated, more cost-effective HVAC unit for each specific apartment, that's a situation I want to sign up for. I want to avoid a situation where we have a plumbing leak in one of the exterior walls from the boiler, and I got to start doing investigative work. I want to avoid ambiguity. I want straightforward, I want cost-effective upgrades. And to have a building with updated HVAC, and more importantly, separate HVAC for each unit, that's going to be a major savings for any investor from a long-term perspective. Let's take a look at one of our vacant units, unit number 2. So we're standing in unit number 2. It's the lone vacant unit. We actually have a tenant found. I think the move-in's in roughly 2 weeks. So the specs of this building, which is another positive aspect of this multifamily, 4 2-bedroom units and 2 1-bedroom units. Typically in these multifamilies, what I've seen over the years is you're going to have 4 1-bedroom units and 2 studios. So, which isn't as attractive from a rental perspective, and obviously is going to affect the rent. So in terms of space, layout, specs, there are a lot of advantages here in terms of maximizing cash flow. So we're obviously in the kitchen. As you can see, many updates. We have newer cabinets. I like that they went with the 2-tone gray and white. New hardware, fresh paint, sink, faucet, new countertops, brand new. Luxury vinyl plank flooring throughout the unit. And if you've seen any of our other videos, we're big proponents of hard surface flooring to minimize maintenance expenses in the future. Updated LED lighting, updated bathroom, updated hardware, fresh interior paint. It is nicely move-in ready. And what's great about it is it's almost a mirror image of the other units in terms of size, specs, and updates. So you're getting a fully turnkey property with an immense amount of not just CapEx upgrades, but also cosmetic upgrades. Before I let you go, I want to go over one of the last and most importantly, attractive components of this deal. Guys, interest rates, especially for commercial rates, they're between 8 and 9%. Well, you get the opportunity here to take advantage of the previous term and take on an assumable mortgage at a 6.125 interest rate with a 25-year term. Guys, those terms don't happen today. You're getting the opportunity to get a turnkey building at last year's rates. That's a situation that I think any investor would sign up for. For additional information, please reach out, click the link below. Be happy to discuss with you guys and get you updated information. Look forward to talking soon.